Hey, what's up guys? It's Frankie Finn. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm the author of the book Beyond the Agency Box since about 2007. I've scaled 3 different agencies to 100 plus clients, and I've helped hundreds of people around the world to live the whole travel the world agency kind of beach laptop lifestyle. And today I got something awesome for you guys, which is how to take your social media marketing service and actually do it in a way where it gets clients, and do it in a way where you'll stand out from the fucking crowd, which there's a lot of noise in our space, and there's a lot of thing, like if you're doing Facebook ads, there's no shortage of Facebook ads, people. So being able to be somebody who's different. My little girl is screaming on top of the slide there. I don't know if you can see her right there. So let's get into how to do that. Alright, so I know you find motherfuckers want clients, and you're probably sick of all the things, if you're watching this video, that are in the way, like where you send messages and you get ghosted, and where also like people ignore you, or you get sales calls and they say, well, that sounds nice, we'll be in touch, and then they're not in touch. And I'll tell you a couple of reasons this happens, and if you stop doing these things, it'll make your life so powerful. Reason number 1 is the difference between doing and getting things done. And most people sell their doing. So this is a little bit inspired by Cole. I hope you're watching this, Cole. I know you check out this channel from time to time. And what most people, by the way, when they sell doing, it's the equivalent of selling a hammer. And what I mean by that is, like, people build things with hammers. Like, nobody buys a hammer because they just fucking love hammers. Maybe there's the occasional exception. Like, I'm sure there's the gnarly handyman, but for the most part, people want to build something, they want to fix something, like they want to make something, right? They want to build a birdhouse and have their kids smiling. They want to remodel the kitchen. There's like things they're doing with those hammers, and very little of that is just like, just want a hammer to own it. So if you want to sell a hammer, you sell a hammer by what's going to get done: the finished kitchen, the finished birdhouse. Yeah, I compare, you're in Mexico and it's like, this is the music. Okay. So it's the equivalent, by the way, of, like, I always say it's like a plane ride, right? Plane is, again, it's like a tool, like a hammer, like somebody's using it to go from A to B. And most times what people are selling is the plane ride itself, the doing. I'll do Facebook ads for you, and I do really good Facebook ads, or I do SEO and I do really good SEO, or I do really good web design, and nobody fucking cares. It's the equivalent of saying, like, our plane has extra nice seats and comfy legroom and blah blah blah. If you want to sell plane rides, you sell, are you sick of the fucking office and the politics and the bullshit, and would you much rather be at the sun and the beach staring at hot bikini asses and beer? You sell the beginning and the end, not the journey between, right? And so when you sell doing, like what most people sound like is, I'm going to do some Facebook ads for you, I'm going to do some SEO for you, I'm going to do some Google AdWords for you. Those are all doing. Nobody wants doing. They want things to get done. Here's a big difference, okay? I can get you motorcycle cases signed for less than $1,000 a case. That's going to get done. Happens to use Facebook ads. But I ain't selling the Facebook ads. The Facebook ads is a very secondary thing, right? So you need to choose a niche of people. You need to figure out what they don't like, and you need to figure out what you can get done with their tool, which leads me into my second thing, by the way. You want to stand out from the noise. This is such a simple thing. Nobody does it. Is almost everybody in our industry is selling leads. If you want to make your leads more valuable and more desirable, just up the quality of your leads. And the simplest way to do that is ask your clients, say, what are the kinds of leads that you hate and you wish you had less of? And what are the kinds of leads you wish you have more of? Which leads me to something I've talked about a lot on this channel, but if you're new here, I'll recap really quickly. Something I call the nickel and the $100 bill. Leads are like a continuum, and we tend to treat them as if, like, I'm going to get you more patients. I'm going to get you more clients. I'm going to get you a fuck ton of leads. If you get a lead where they don't make any money, and that client doesn't stay, and that client's a pain in the ass, which a lot of leads are. Like, for example, in my space, in the legal space, I can get traffic tickets for a lawyer all day long. Lots of people get pulled over and they want to fight him. Traffic ticket, a lawyer makes about $100, and he spends about $100 fulfilling it. So that means even if I brought him 100 clients, he would make 10 grand, he would spend 10 grand fulfilling it, and he would have all kinds of clients, headaches, and delivery. If I bring him one trucking accident case, it's probably going to make him $250,000. One case, right? All things being equal, do you think it's any harder for you to generate a trucking accident case lead than a like speeding ticket? Well, here's the difference. If you want to get trucking accident people, you write an ad that says, hey, were you in a trucking accident? And you put it in front of trucking people. If you want to get a speeding ticket case, you say, did you get pulled over for speeding? And you put it in front of people who are speeding, and those kind of keywords and things like that, right? So it's not really any harder to go for one or the other, but you would be amazed. People think they sell the doing. They sell, I'm going to run Google pay-per-click. I'm going to get you more leads, more business. And I'll tell you, if you just focus on higher end leads, you'll give your clients less work, more money, and they'll pay you a fucking lot more. And that's usually a pretty cool side effect in my experience when you want to get social media marketing clients. Sorry, by the way, this is it's not enough cutscenes in this rant. I need to have it be more entertaining, some more juggling. Maybe we should just, as a little reminder, if you want some help doing this, there may be openings in our mastermind. It is, in fact, dangerous to go it alone, especially if you want some freedom in your life. Freedom! Freedom! Greatest movie ever made. So, these are two things, by the way, that I've mentioned, okay? So, if you want to sell social media marketing services, you got to choose a niche of people. You have to show them something that's going to get done, and you'll make your life a whole lot easier if what you're going to get done for them is their $100 bill, highest value, most useful kind of lead, instead of bringing them a whole bunch of nickels, which is what most people are doing. Imagine there's two people out there, right? And, we'll go with the personal injury space because it's one I know super well. And somebody says, I'm going to bring you a trucking accident case for under $1,000 per assigned case. And somebody else says, I'll do Facebook ads for you. Which one of those people do you think is going to get hired with regularity, right? One person who says, I'll bring you your highest value, most specialized thing in a desirable way where you make a bunch of money and don't have to do a ton of stuff. And somebody else just says, I'm going to do something for you and I'm going to continue doing it. And I'm going to bill you every month for the doing. So if you understand that, you can stand out dramatically in the social media space by having, better systems, better processes, and ultimately more valuable shit for the client, right? And when you do that, you don't have to sell your stuff super hard. I can go into a group of personal injury lawyers and say, does anybody here handle trucking accident cases? And they'll all go, me, because they want the $250,000 thing. And I'll say, well, we've got them and we're running them right now. If you'd like, I could run a little test campaign for you, show you that it works. Would you be interested? I'm going to get some yeses. It's that's as easy as selling social media marketing services can be. Where most people screw that up is they're selling doing and they're selling the same generic doing that everybody else. And I see this cycle happen in the market, which if you've never seen happen before, if you haven't been in the game long enough, it can seem really cool. Is a bunch of people, especially beginners, get really excited about the idea of having a full calendar. I can tell you, if you ever had a full calendar, it's the shittiest thing in the world, especially if they're a bunch of people who are lukewarm about the idea of working with you, like people who are 2 out of 10 or 3 out of 10 about working with you, and they're like, come on, sell me, big boy. But this is a thing that happens in the marketplace. The thing is new and hot, and so everybody jumps aboard. Right now that's TikTok, or at least it seems to me to be TikTok anyway. And so what happens is a bunch of gurus sell courses like become the fucking TikTok guru, and a bunch of people buy it and it sells, and give it a year, 2 years, 3 years, and everybody and their mother will be a TikTok ads guru, and it'll lose all fucking meaning. So in the beginning it'll work really, really well, and of course marketers we ruin everything and we'll saturate the fuck out of it. And so if you want to be in a space where you can always stand out, you, instead of thinking about TikTok ads, think about, or Facebook ads, or whatever the system is. People don't buy tools, they buy what's going to get done. They buy the value you're bringing to the table, and think about how to increase that you win every single time, baby. So there's a Frankie Finn kiss from you, bearded and stubbly, but I love you guys. That's all I got for you guys in this video. I hope that was helpful to you guys, my little rant here. And that's all I got for you guys today. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you.